Good morning, folks. Good morning. Yes, it is about 1:50 in Greensboro, North Carolina. In Greensboro, North Carolina. So it's 1:50. 1:50 a.m. Anti-meridian. Yeah, it's just 1:50 a.m. And okay. Yes, it's 1:50 a.m. I hope so all they do well. I hope so they do well. I say like you see I ain't gonna be little corner. I did do well too. I just weak. I just weak. I just one thing I say I just weak. I just the week. Yes, I just week. And it's about 1:50 and today's the 29th of December 2023. And if you see the topic, I say get your hands off our girls, the greatest scam. Waiting we don't ever benefits from get your hands off. I'm oh God, I made a fucking mistake. Okay. In case some of you do not know, 5 years ago, that was when Get Your Hands Off Our Girls started. 5 years ago. And if my memories can serve me right, when Get Your Hands Off Our Girls started, that attended Fatima, if I can remember well, we had some African dignitaries that came for Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. That included the First Lady of Nigeria, Liberia, Ghana. I mean, so many of the First Ladies were present for Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. And if my memories can serve me right, it was about that time. Hold on. Oh, not from my place. Somebody they confuse me. Let me messenger lab block here as quick. Okay. It's about that time Fatima Bio been claimed say in pay for the Nigeria and when Chernobyl been bring up that topic they say Fatima lie he thief the country money. He say in bring people they come forget you answer for girls now in pay for the what we see the arrogant message when Fatima Biobi can bring out to with the people say he now in pay for the people there for Nigeria first lady for come way pay for the Liberia first lady for come and so many other things will all be that issue there. And one other thing back when we happened at that particular time, there was a letter where Fatima be write to the police. Yes, there was a letter that she had written to the police and demanding that each and every police officer pays into her coffer, her Get Your Hands Off Our Girls coffer. And there was another letter in which she did so many fundraising for Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. And I believe Get Your Hands Off Our Girls was one of the biggest scam since 5 years ago. I've been saying it's one of the biggest scam we have ever had in Sierra Leone. Now, within these first 5 years, some of you guys do not really know me. I was supporting Marabio wholeheartedly, especially Fatima being a young lady, a young Sierra Leonean. a vibrant lady. For those who know me, I was the one of those who I I, I do not joke when it comes to my country. I love my country. I love my country a whole lot. So I do not joke about that. And I was one of those who were propagating this get your hands off our girls because I thought it was something that was going to be beneficial for the youths of our country. If my memories can serve me right, I can remember when Fatima became the first lady. One of the things that 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 I was very very happy about was immediately Madabi won the election. Certain marketeers went to her at her house and they woke her up that morning. And one of her statements that she made on that day was that I am the first lady of this republic. I'm working with you, the marketeers. You are my backbone. I'm not going to sit here as the first lady. And I can vividly remember that statement, even though I might not give the exact words, but I can compound it for the layman to understand. Her exact words were, I am the first lady of Sierra Leone. I am not going to sit here and allow you, the marketeers, to suffer. I will not be the first lady. I have seen. I see importers, I can vividly remember, bringing sugar. And instead of them giving it to the marketeers to sell, the importers themselves sell the sugar. He said, no, I'm not going to sit and allow that to happen. She gave the Sierra Leoneans so many promises. She gave us so many hopes. Now, 5 years running down the line, we saw when she first launched this, you get your hands off our girls. This is a question to you Sierra Leoneans. What has Sierra Leoneans benefited from get your hands off our girls? What has Sierra Leone benefited? I believe all of you saw the picture of my daughter. She was one of the ambassadors for Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. I know I can, for those of you who've been following me for too long, there was a time in which I put up a picture of a guy, one of Fatima Bio's musician. His name was Bokai. And my daughter, Nancy Kemo, was living in Kutan Road. I do not know how she became in contact with Bokai, how she never came in contact with Bokai. She insulted me for that Bokai. And that Bokai took her to Lumley, where they were in Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. And from Get Your Hands Off Our Girls, she's now a druggie. Like I told you guys a few days ago, that all of a sudden she appeared and I sent her some money, just a little bit of money. I think 100,000 or whatever, I just sent her. No sooner that money gets into her, she left again. So I told them nobody should call me. If that's the life she wants to live, I have no way to force her to live a better life. She got her kids. The kids will be for the United Nations because I do not know what's going on. Anyway, that's another part of the story for another day. But my problem here is, what have we Sierra Leoneans really benefited from Hands Off for Girls? We are talking from Khadija, the death of Khadija. We are talking to the rape of so many children. We're talking about the drugs that our youths are affected with, especially the girls. We are talking about the rate of prostitution in our country. We are talking about infant mortality rates because those are all things that happen to our youths. So what has Sierra Leone really benefited from Get Your Hands Off Our Girls? And yesterday, I was really disgusted. I was really disgusted because one thing I have seen about Get Your Hands Off Our Girls, it is just pump and pageantry. Pump and pageantry. And for me, I look at it as if it is a political tool to manipulate the people. What has Okada riders got to do with Get Your Hands Off Our Girls? What has Keke riders got to do with Hands Off Our Girls? What has the police got to do with Get Your Hands Off Our Girls? What has the army got to do with Hands Off Our Girls? I believe in their normal mind, they will not live to go and walk up and down the streets of Freetown only for Get Your Hands Off Our Girls when they themselves are not benefiting anything from Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. Hold on a minute. I'm hungry. Let me get some food. I'm sorry. Dinner is being served. Well, oh my God. I didn't have time to get dinner. And I've been sick. And since I got better, I'm just a goblin. I can eat everything and anything. So as you can see, I have a bowl of salad here. A bowl of salad. It has some organic eggs, some organic lettuce, some organic tomatoes. Sorry, I spend a good lot of money on my food. Don't blame me, but I do spend money on my food. Yeah. And I had some luncheon meat, some fresh tomatoes. Then I'm gonna add some mayo. I love mayo. Even though I have salad dressing, but I love mayo to salad dressing. And then I will add a dash of 1,000 IL. 1,000 IL dressing. Just love the little sweetishness in it. And yes, so I'm sorry I'll be chewing whilst I'm talking because I'm a little bit hungry. So this is what we're gonna have for lunch or breakfast or whatever you call it. It's just some fresh tomatoes. You know, I gotta look good all the time. Fresh eggs, fresh organic and lettuce. And I didn't put no onion. No, I didn't want no onion in it. That's just how I wanted it plain. With the only thing I didn't add was just supposed to add some sardine, which I did not add. But anyway, that's okay. Let's be. Hold on, let me eat it. I'm sorry, I'm starving. Okay, so like I'm saying, for 5 years, with all I can remember the first 5 years when she started. I need some salt. I need some salt. I'm sorry, I do eat your type of salt. It's black Hawaiian salt for my salad. Black Hawaiian salt. It has a different taste. Just sprinkle a little bit. Yes. Black Hawaiian salt for my salad. Okay, so like I said, 5 years ago when she started this, you get your hands off our girls. It was a national issue. I can remember Genevieve. Genevieve had come and said they were going to do something at convent. So many promises were made for the Leonian people. But for me, as far as I can see, there was nothing delivered to the Leonian people. And what I saw yesterday, I think it was an abuse of power because the police, the military, has nothing to do with get your hands off our girls. Those people are not girls. Those people are women and men of a reputable entity in our country, which is the security of our country. What part does the security of a country has to do with a project that the First Lady has? I see nothing that's connecting the dots together other than abuse of power. And again, for the past 5 years, what we have seen with Get Your Hands Off Our Girls is just t-shirts that have been printed. Virtually nothing substantial. Nothing substantial. The only substantial thing that Get Your Hands Off Our Girls have ever had is Fatima getting rich out of a scam project. That is the most scam project that Leonians has ever had. And the funny part is, So much money is being put under that project. So much money is being taken out of the country's coffer for a facade, a project that's not existing. It is only existing in t-shirts. There is not a single office, not a single office in the entire Sierra Leone that anybody will point out to that this is Get You Hands Off Our Girls office. With all that money that's been poured, there is not a single office in the entire Sierra Leone that will say they're doing the projects of Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. Not a single project. The only time we hear about Get Your Hands Off Our Girls is when they want to use Get Your Hands Off Our Girls for political purposes. We are talking about Get Your Hands Off Our Girls here, right? What has are there girls in the Keke Drivers Association? Or are the Keke drivers women? Or the Okada drivers, are they women? Are they women that make up the bunch of the Keke and the Okada association? No. Those are all men-dominated sectors. Those are all male-dominated sectors. And again, if this Get Your Hands Off girls was so visible, I believed the military and the police were ordered to leave the security of the state to go and march behind Fatima Bio. Those people left their jobs to watch the country, to see that crime is being minimized. But now they left their job to just go and walk behind Fatima Bio, in which there is virtually nothing visible about Get Your Hands Off for girls. Not a single person, a single girl that Fatima Bio has stood up for. So even those girls that were maimed when she went to Bo, we all saw some of those girls coming out again and complaining that they were not treated well. And after she came out and complained, that was when she was treated. So what is this Get Your Hands Off Our Girls? That is the biggest scam Sierra Leoneans have ever seen. That is the scam to enrich Fatima Bio. And I dare challenge anybody. Show me one office that Fatima Bio has erected within the 5 years. And another biggest scam that they are telling you about Fatima Bio is solely renovating 34 hospital. It is a fucking bloody lie. It is a fucking bloody lie. That hospital is being renovated by the Chinese government, by the Russian government, by so many international organizations. Fatima Bio's penny, single dime is not going into that project. That is all a fucking bloody lie. Because I saw one boss saying it the last time that Fatima Bio alone is renovating the 34 hospital. It's a fucking bloody lie. If you guys go and look, most of the time when these dignitaries come, they want to go and inspect what they're spending their money on. They go there to inspect because they are the ones who are financing that project. So telling us that Get You Out of Our Girls, all the money she collected was for that project is a lie. And I challenge anybody to show me one person that Get Your Hands Off Our Girls have hired. One project that Get Your Hands Off Our Girls have done in Sierra Leone, after all the lies that Fatima lied to us, the only valuable use of Get Your Hands Off Our Girls is for political use, to intimidate our people. That is the only valuable use of Get Your Hands Off Our Girls, to intimidate our people. What has the police women, the military women got to do with Get Your Hands Off Our Girls? What has the ministers got to do with Get Your Hands Off Our Girls? Are they girls? For 5 years, what we have been seeing is t-shirts, musician dancing, nothing valuable, nothing tangible, nothing substantial, only a fiasco to steal our country's money. Do you know how many millions was spent to print those t-shirts? Take workers from their job just to go and support a scam. A scam that Sierra Leoneans are not benefiting a single thing from. A scam that only Fatima and her cabal are benefiting from. For 5 years, what we saw are our youths being abused, being taken out of schools, being taken out of their classrooms to go and stand there and Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. At the end of the day, what do they have? Nothing. During the campaign, we saw so many of them being maimed. All in the name of Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. At the end of the day, they were not even well taken care of. They had to come out again and complain about not being treated well before they were again treated. When you look at the girls, the young girls under the bridge, who are all druggies, who each and every single day, there's a Sierra Leonean woman who is dying out of drugs. They just fall and die. Fail not to realize, for the past 5 years, what we have seen in the increase in our beloved country, the only thing that has increased in our country is drugs and drug abuse. The only thing that has increased in our country is drug abuse. Every other facet of our society is going down the drain. And again, by the way, do you remember Mahawa? Mahawa, who was telling us about those wonderful airports? In case some of you do not know, I can remember telling you guys some time ago. I said that airport was a fiasco. Some of you were insulting me, but I believe, just in case you do not understand, for you to go into Sierra Leone airport now, you have to pay $295 in taxes minus your tickets. So going to Sierra Leone, you have to get $500 only for taxes minus your tickets. It was $25 a few months ago. Now it is $295 one way. $295 another way. So you do the math and you decide. That is why they want to confuse you with all their games and all their nasty. Because why? They don't want you people to understand what is really going on. Just in case some of you do not know, there was an interview done by the American ambassador in which he was talking about the so-called November 26th coup. And because of that so-called coup, obviously, our rogue government, our rogue government, who went and signed a communique to work on what happened during the election. For 5 years, nobody has stolen from EFSL. Even during the curfew, there was a break-in at EFSL. And obviously, I don't think Sierra Leone were so stupid now that we're not even stealing money anymore. We are stealing data. The data that should progress our country. The data that Madam Bill traveled 510 times around the globe, claiming to be the father of democracy. All of a sudden, the only thing that's gone missing is the data that the international community is asking for. We are in for a big haul, a big haul. And for those of you who do not know, in 3 days' time, the Leons will be changed to only the new Leons. So if you have a whole lot of it, the old Leons, try to get rid of it as early as you can. Go and buy something. Invest it. Because after the first, you will have to find a way to change your money. And I want you all of you Sierra Leoneans to know that from the 1st of January 2024, the toll gates will be increased by 300%. And fail not to realize, Sierra Leone, we have no more money. The MCC is not giving us money. We are on our own. And the misleading information that they're giving to you people is scary. I want to ask Sierra Leoneans, is it not wonderful that few weeks ago, the 26th, right, of November, when they claimed to have been a coup, there was claimed to have been a press release, claimed to be a press release signed by Captain Valentine Stresser. Don't you think Captain Valentine Stresser would have loved to send a message of Christmas greetings to his people? Don't you think so? Are we asking ourselves, say, where is our ex-president? Or is the happenings of Valentine Stresser reflecting what is going on with Ernest Koroma? I'm just putting your thinking minds together. Because when you have a narcissistic somebody, everybody is their rival. They're afraid of everybody. And so what they try to do is get people out of the way, that anybody might get a little likeness of. You will wait and see when LAG comes out. When LAG comes out, because he will be so popular more than the president, his life will still be at risk. His life will still be at risk. I hope he got himself better. Because even those that you will know that it is not with his mind. They are just forcing things because they know his popularity supersedes that of them and all of them together. So that is why they are talking about a peace conference. But how could there be peace when there is no justice? How are you going to talk about peace when there is no justice? When a man has been incarcerated for almost 2 years for something that he never did. Everybody is crying out for peace, but who is crying out for justice? For those that are being murdered in cold blood. For those that are being arrested every day. For those that are being intimidated every day. For those that are being beaten every day. For those that are being separated from their family every day. How can you talk about peace when we don't talk about justice? But again, we have a first lady who goes around abusing her power. Not only abusing her power, abusing the people of Sierra Leone. Get your hands off our girls has become now a national security issue. A national security issue. Our military force that are supposed to be defending our territory are all in the marching bands. So maybe it should have been get your hands off our adults. Don't get your hands off our girls. And this really tells you that the get your hands off our girls was just a fiasco to intimidate and harass political opponents, just like Kamageba. Because the only good thing we had from get your hands off our girls was the incarceration of Kamageba. Minus that, it's all pop and pageantry. Nothing beneficial to the labor. Nothing beneficial that Sierra Leoneans have enjoyed. All what we have enjoyed was we being scammed by a big scammer who is Fatima Bio. For those of you who know me, well, you know I'm one of those who used to support this get your hands off our girls. Because I thought it was a viable project. One thing that I was happy about when Fatima became the first lady, for me it was an inspiration for the youths. But with where she is sitting, there's nothing inspirational about what she's doing. Because when we look at what the Liberian First Lady has done within 5 years, when she was the First Lady, I can remember she took some girls, sent them to China to go and learn how to do hair. She's building a whole village for old people's camp. We are seeing what she's doing. She has some students that she has sent to Ghana to go and get education. But what we saw in Sierra Leone with get your hands off our girls, that is the reason why we have so many cadavers. Because they were used under this same get your hands off our girls. Under the pretext of inspire to aspire. In collaboration with the Ministry of Labor that launched that inspire to aspire. That have our girls in Kuwait and these places, these cannabis. These were all government structured programs. And I can vividly remember Princess Okasi, a Ghanaian lady who has so much been involved in human trafficking, was given money from our own coffers to go and sell our ladies, those who call themselves Kadama. They were, Princess Okafor came to Sierra Leone, spoke with Fatima Bio, had funds provided for her through our government to sell our girls, our children, under the disguise of Inspire to Aspire, a program that was coordinated by Fatima in collaboration with the Ministry of Labor. And one thing that bothers me is even when these girls come out, they make videos, they bring out their grievances or their problem. Not a single government official responds to them. Not a single government official turned their eyes at them. But they were here with Mr. Ba in Maryland, telling you, the Sierra Leoneans, how good the Aspire to Inspire was. That they even went to the coffer of our country coffer. Princess Okasi was given money to do feasibility studies on how she will traffic our kids, our youths, to be cannabis today, that they are cannabis today. This was all done under the auspices of Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. Because I have been following that for too long. I have been following that for too long. And all what we'll see when it is time to get your hands off our girls is just musicians making their money, printers making money out of t-shirts, nothing substantial, nothing they're not having, nothing to nothing. Even when the girl child has an issue, the Hands Off Our Girls office is silent. You all know I have a very large audience. I do not care. I do not have 150 followers. I do not care. I do not have 2,000 followers. I know I have a very large audience. And I know everything I say here does matter. I know I have 1 million hidden lovers who watches my program every day. Even though some of them are following me, some of them are not. But again, I do have a voice in this, our Sierra Leonean community. It is either you accept it or not, but I do have a voice. I can remember that I still have those messages in my inbox, in which young girls, mothers call me and tell me how much they wanted to support Get Your Hands Off Our Girls. They put in some put in their songs, some put in their skits, some put in whatsoever. They will go to they will go to the length and breadth to get to Fatima's office. When they get to the office, they will not have access. Always they'll be told, okay, come back next week, you did a good job. It is just crazy. I have so many of them who have sent in their complaints. So in other words, this Get Your Hands Off Our Girls was just a scam. Because by now we should be asking, when this Get Your Hands Off Our Girls started, Genevieve had come and said she was going to do something at convent. What happened? Why did she not do anything? And it's this same first lady, this same Get Your Hands Off Our Girls, that she lied to us. She lied, not only to us Sierra Leoneans, she lied on every West African first lady. That she was the one who paid their way. And no, she did not. Because we saw the Nigerian first lady came in with a private jet. And by then, you were just a new first lady. They came in to support you. But again, are you not surprised that after 5 years, what we saw yesterday was just an abuse of power? I do not know when the military has become girls. I do not know when the police has become girls. I do not know when ministers have become girls. And if the girls' child were so happy We should have seen them flocking the street yesterday. We should have seen them. If they had only done it on their own accord, we should have seen the streets of Freetown flocked with girls' child. Oh, our first lady is working. But yesterday, what I saw was just a government program, sponsored government program to abuse our people. And again, I am challenging anybody here. I know we have the sycophants. We have the SNPP dogs. We have the Mende idiots. Tell me, one thing that Get Your Hands Off Our Girl has achieved. One office that Get Your Hands Off Our Girls has created. One foundation that Get Your Hands Off Our Girls has supported. Till I know then, again, I'm here to tell you it's a big scam. Oh, Rookie, I saw it. I heard about it. And that was why I was asking, where is Mahawa Sharif? Who was telling you guys how beautiful the airport is? How cheap it will become? Now she's not telling you that that airport was rented for 25 years. It is no longer under our control. No wonder the MPs, the selfish MPs that we have, that do not care about the people. All MPs, APC, SLPP, they don't care about you people. That is the more reason why you, the people, have to stand up for your rights. They are all birds of the same feather flock together. If you as a member of parliament can get wardrobe allowance, what is wrong with you feeling the pain as everybody else and paying airport tax? But what they did, they went to parliament to exempt themselves from that airport tax. Psychologically, logically, do you know what that means? We want to be traveling up and down without no interference. We do not care about these people. And for the 5 years that Mada Bio has been president, he never cared about the people. The amount of time he has traveled out of his country as a head of state is more than Obama, Bill Clinton, Biden, and Donald Trump put together. More than, but the airport does not belong to us. The airport belongs to a Turkish company. And don't be surprised. By next year, most of those who are employed there will not be working there. Because why? They are too expensive. They will bring cheap labor. Let me get some water, please. They'll bring cheap labor. You know, some of the things that Sierra Leoneans do not understand is that the mistakes that Mada Bio has created, he could not handle it. That is why he's afraid of his opponents. During the time Anes Nkrumah was president, he does the same deal with the airports. But he rents the airport for 5 years. He brings expatriates to run the airport as a business for 5 years. But because of Fatima Bio's private plane, because that airport has a private plane, that was why they did that airport for 25 years. because that airport, part of the deal, and if you guys can remember, that airport, that bill was never passed in Parliament. It was signed in a yacht in Turkey. When I remember, that's when Mother Biobi just lost. Yes. During that 10 day, I mean, they talked to Sisi Zola. We call himself Sisi whatsoever. During that 10 day, yes, Rachel Hono, when they make so, boo boo boo. But now me this way they talk to Sisi Zola when they give Rachel job, Rachel Hono. When today they make like was saying a guru, when they na be Asma James, not to be Asma James, Rachel Hono. That's why I get more to say SLPP. Now Sisi Zola I talk to, let Rachel Hono get to that job day. Yes, Sisi Zola. When they are in, I be Asma James, no, not to Asma James. Not to Asma James, Rachel Hono. Now me this talk to Sisi Zola. Now me go and give a look on some of you. Now then dogs there when they back. Bokwa una when they back. Una not be know the part where I mean inside is gonna be a good one. Precious Annabelle Levy, una go ask them. Now me this way make them go bring stress account for the inauguration. Una ask Precious Levy. Why they talk at it? They call name. Una ask Precious Levy. Why they talk to Precious, they tell Fatima, wait here, what make them do now, and they do. Before Rachel Ono gets that position, they now me this way talk to Sisi Zola. That's when they say Madam will be lost. That's when they talking. And they talk to Sisi Zola, they talk. Baby tell us and me get the pine. Yes. And they talk to Sisi Zola, they tell her, say he can't give Rachel Ono and a job. Now as he get the job now, we no say me like Creole. But say if you don't get the job yet, if they tell me say every month, Casada kitchen, you do two way you don't do for SLPP, so every month will they give you allowance. That Rachel Honor day, where FIBA stupid petete. Yes, I get the text. Maybe they write me the one way they work for SLPP. So when you see God make I get this job, you go then I'm in pay list. But it is not lie. That's also Turkish flag there at the airport. People who say that go left for full una safe. Because Pokov una no one day go to the airport. But people that when they go to the airport, they tell you say that's also Turkish people that they work there. First of all, they will sack the people that when they work there safe. Again, you are going to lie back to the people that say they're not going to pay $195 extra as taxes. When they ask them who's kind of message and they said, why would they lie for people them? Why would they deceive people them? Because sometimes they give 5 cents. You know that thing about your neighbor. And again, that's why I give one very, very important message where Mishkalon puts on page. I wish I be able to forget that message. Very important. The reason we make Sierra Leone the better now because of Sierra Leoneans. Because of people like Mohamed Brahima. Where they see the fact, so they see the truth. Because of a idiotic idea. It failed for realize January 1, when you go na store, the 5% increase. If they go across the board, in order there for Brahima and Kamara, the 15% increase on cement, in order there for Brahima and Touré, the 300% increase on the toll gate, in order there for Brahima and Johnson, are you they feel the pinch? Now so everybody they feel the pinch. But till una realize that una they feel the pinch, una accept it, una they feel the pinch, una accept it, Sierra Leone is heading for disaster. If you look what's happening in Liberia, some of una ought to be ashamed. Because the man will claim for being the father of democracy, that they lead with country so it was bottomless pit. Some of una for change your name. Una for change una nationality. Una for nagiale nationality na minde. Una tribalism stink. Instinctive, you dey feel as so. But just because you tribalistic, you don't realize the facts. Yesterday, almost to be the bike one compress. But today you can't ask what kind of message in the tribe for said. Yesterday, almost to be the bike one compress. Yesterday, look you area. How many of you brother and sister there? They're in Kush. Promising youths of tomorrow. But you so many, that make I call it a many idiots. You so idiotic. You know they able to see more than you earn because of your tribe. Are you enjoying? Is your life better? Are you free to walk? Are you free to talk? Some of you ought to be ashamed when they can challenge. Because by January 1, you go feel them. If you not feel like you go feel them, you pack up. If you don't feel like you feel it and you pack up, Benjamin, and they can't block you. Trust me, they block you. I don't have time for idiots. Okay? Now block yourself now. Now not waste time with you. Now just block you right now. I don't tell you that say 2023, I don't get time for idiots. Trust me on that. Keep on, and they block you quick. Don't worry. Now you cannot be platform. So that for fuck off. Now you are the fuck you ass off this. You cannot be platform and say look at fuck off. You the born you mama pima you say look at fuck off. You mama water toto. Now you the take the car watch me so they say look at fuck off. But me I would have for fuck off. But me and you would have for fuck off. You hope you mama water pima you they watch me. Then you say, let me fuck off. Eh? You my mind contaminated Toto. Now you bring camp. You they watch me. But boy, if I leave my tax return, not all I'm blessed. If I leave my tax return, I'm blessed. You self can't leave my tax return, man. You know I leave my tax return. And they blocker. What you are they blocker for? Chelsea, I get them for useless people. I don't block the bastard picking. Yeah, I don't block the bastard picking. What are they blocker for St. Clair? They want a distraction. That's why they can send them for distract. So when you block them, you know they get chance. By the time you open another, I block them back. Yeah. So the point is, you dey feel the pain, you dey feel the pinch. But because of your stupidity, because of your tribal sentiments, some una, when they are like buru, bo kenema, almost like a jagaban me they pay una salary. With what they are please go pay now. With what they go also. When they go and ransom. Man will come to Africa with $200 when down a millionaire. Where he can take that money where they take it, they pay people then live a better again, they live a better life, but they fly go to other country. If that other country they go invest in money, so you don't feel to say we get peace. For every Sierra Leonean will not belong to a tribe, you are not a Sierra Leonean. Now, one of the biggest respects I get for Adeskoroma, when Adeskoroma can enforce 5 years, it unites Sierra Leone and bad. It brings the diaspora and them, rooted in a salon, for make them let the country, they can invest. But mother build the dream Sierra Leoneans every blessed day. In the dream Sierra Leoneans, they give Sierra Leoneans jobs to foreigner. They give Sierra Leone land to foreigner. Tough. Una go look the history. When they became the first project in Nigeria, now swamped and get them. Not to outside people they tap. And when you look all the one that when they walk on the tap, now they all like get to answer for our girls. Now the cabal of get to answer for our girls. Brother, they don't give you job. Because by now when they see not how they talk, say that lies to them for give job. Because I bet you don't get job. But who they can attack so? They don't get job. They can they back. Now you they back that you inbox. They beg you SCC how the holiday. Things are off. They will not forget to. Obviously, if me get me property, they don't increase rent, they don't increase fuel, they don't increase tax. Una nothing to say me say will increase my rent. So una get for live a sweet 2024. Till Sierra Leoneans get up and own the country. Because una don't left una country give mother bio. That in the dictator una how he want make una live. And he don't give a fuck how una they live. He will not give a fuck how una they live. It means that they don't give a fuck how una they live. Back. Like where America, they decide for taking the country back. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't. They don't care about you. And the one way they were painful, that they want the way they suffer. So I can remember during the election time, like a dead Brahma, they have been listening to the only they give money for attack people in the media. When right now, most of them don't even get food for it. People are like, if I didn't make I live on in tax, you don't tell God that before say I pay tax. Because if I don't pay tax, I don't get tax. And again, I live in a sweet country. If you say I live by tax 366 today, then I'm blessed. For that 3 bedrooms. When I want 10 for a year, then they give tax. When I don't even get it 2,000 per me tax. But again, I live in 3 bedrooms. Then you say I live by tax. Then God a blessing I get. Food staff self I not get. No assistance I get from no government. I only live by my business. We need to alter the thing on our Facebook. Because I don't stay here too long. For no waiting for bringing to una. And for no waiting not for bringing to una. But again, like what they say, una ready una button una fasten the seat belt. Because it's not getting any better. It is not getting any better. Liberia could flourish before we. And by the way, in case una no know, money not in at the bank again. No. So I know say January, na buka. So mango eat the kaka. Because by the time when they get 5% across the border, go inside. By the time when they pass the new law, when the new law they come to affect our Wataki, where the laborer get for pay tax for any one bag grace, where in the pool come under the container for put a dog. That tax they come to you. That tax day, where they charge the laborers. You get for go you get for feeling that you pack. Then by the time when they get for pay 195, one way for enter inside salon, that's the day you go feel that you go. That's why they book off and get book off the way they talk, so they never ever travel. They only they give them money for can suppress the truth. That make I think to say January 1st, I get for change myself and go back to full-time politics. Because we need for the educate people them. And the people's power get for be established. Let the people then know what they go on. Because another will be formed, I be formed the PPP for educate and inform the people them. Now that PPP America be formed for. Follow them for going at the office system. Follow them for telling people that really waiting they go on. Follow the people that know their rights. And follow the people that know say then they deal with a dictator. And when they deal with a dictator, you get to be technical. Like how we they see now. Now the witch hunts now they go on. Every Sierra Leone, most of their groups them, they influx those groups. Anybody when you talk anything against the government, they're ready for go fake news and nets. But if the government they do so well, the government they do so good, why anybody for talk bad about the government? But again, I want to make the people of Sierra Leone realize, say, Madam, you don't want knowing the election, it is not over till it is over. And by the way, my name is Daphne Maximilian Christian Pratt, aka Casada Kitchen. I go appreciate if you can share. The only way if you comment. And I ask you, if you don't ever follow me yet, please go to my YouTube and go follow me, Casada Kitchen, the brand. I go appreciate them a whole lot if you can go and follow me on my YouTube, Casada Kitchen, the brand. And again, like what they tell you now, January is going to be different. I will be more on my YouTube. And if you are not a subscriber, you're not going to watch me that much. Even on my pages. From January 1st, I did lock up. Enough for the last show in the outside. How this world funny. When I see that video I make yesterday for Born to Blog, right? When I go look at it in my page. Me will make me video and not get 20,000 views. That one where Sanogo put that in page, it don't get 40,000 views. Me will make me video and not get 40,000 views. But the one where Sanogo put that in page, it get 40,000 views. So una open una brain. So why they talk say something not the right that this Facebook una understand. Or una not forget saying page monetize. So the amount of people that they go watch on page, if they get more money past me. But me get me content. That I make I say 2023 I they lock me page. I'm not gonna give back to back and I know the benefits that much. So I they lock me page. And if you want, you can go subscribe na my YouTube. Again, for one whole year, from last year to this year, una all the Casada Kitchen and me bestie, Casada Kitchen and me bestie. I don't get nobody will subscribe to me for the one whole year. But una get people them, and I get places them who una they subscribe. Una get places them where they give a star, who una they give star. Who una want relieve una stress, who una want content, una kind of Casada Kitchen. Is that fair? Is that fair? So again, January, it's go. I go for change the game. I go for change the game. I love una all again, and I'm out.